Hayel Kwame in the ancient Hebrew biblical language means rise up, O my people. So, the last video I did discuss how to rediscover for my people Israel the keeping of the Sabbath according to the biblical administration of truth on this topic. But there's much more. What do we do once we know when we have the Sabbath? Well, supposed to look for it every single night in the springtime, that rising crescent moon, and get very nervous about what if you're not ready around your house when the Sabbath is approaching. This is primarily for the women, but also for the men. You're supposed to work on the Sabbath day, people, and that goes from sunset to sunset. The day of preparation is one day. It's going to be in the conjunction. So get ready for it. Women, you do all your cooking for the new moon day on the day before. You prepare your oatmeal for your breakfast. You don't cook eggs and bacon on the day of the Sabbath, because if you light a fire, if you kindle a flame or a fire on the holy Sabbath day, you have sinned. Microwaves, that's because electricity is inherently fire. So we just light a candle in the window for Sabbath. And if you can try to do this, what you want to do is you want to just do your best, I'd say. For me, I'm living in a location where it's hard to, because I don't live in a room where there's windows nearby. And I'm up, it's almost midnight right now. But we should use candles for the Sabbath day to illuminate our rooms. No, we shouldn't, because that's kindling a fire. Never mind. How is the seed? Anyways, I'm still learning on this, my friends. It's been a while that I've been away from these matters. As more revelation comes. But the day before, supposedly for the new moon, you do all your cooking, breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. And if you're having guests over for the Sabbath, prepare plenty for them too. And we don't go to restaurants on the Sabbath, because all you're doing is permitting by your very presence those waiters and waitresses and cooks to work on the Sabbath day for you? No. That's sad. You're making your brethren sin. So ladies have a lot to do with how to celebrate the Sabbath correctly. Men, you're afraid of losing your jobs, aren't you? If you keep the Sabbath day holy, because it doesn't jive with the Gregorian calendar. It means we need to find our own means of production. We need to be able to sew our own clothes, make our own cars, build our own houses, build our own boats. Those who own the means of production own the world. How do we do this, people? Prayer, persistence. Little by little, it's gonna happen. I'm a published author, and that's one way that's enabling me and my man to get by financially in these last days. He has a job too, but I don't know what if I can tell you what it is. It might be a bad idea to tell you what it is. It's the kind of job where he can do this. Also, day 1 is the Sabbath. Then you count 6 days shall you labor and do all your work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor the cattle that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the Sabbath day. And rested the Sabbath day and hallowed it. I taught my children, my firstborn daughter, that when she was, I want to say 3 years old maybe. She did it even though she was autistic. I'm so proud of her. Anyways, so day 1 of the new year / new month is a Sabbath. Then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of labor. Then you get to the 7th day. That is the new Sabbath day. It's actually, however, the 8th day of the month. Then you count 6 more days of labor, landing you then on the 7th day after that, which is the 15th day, then 6 days of labor, then the 22nd day, then you go 6 days of labor, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 29th day is the next Sabbath. Then you gotta really hurry up and look outside at night for the new moon. You're gonna see conjunction, but it's not always a sea because the times are changing, so we gotta be very on the alert. So just to review, day 1, Sabbath, day 8, Sabbath, day 15, Sabbath, day 22, Sabbath, day 29, Sabbath. Okay. Also, what's so important about the Sabbath? Blasphemy that, right? Yes, blasphemy that. But what about if you do nothing on the interim? If you don't work during any of the 6 days of labor, also, you are not following that commandment. That is not just a commandment to rest on the 7th day. That is simultaneously a commandment to work all the rest of the next days of the week. It's a command against sloth. Okay, people? Laziness. Alright, gotta go. Bye.